Well, today we invited two young people to join us in our studio. This is Logan and this is Aiden. Thank you for coming.
Thanks for inviting us.
What did you think of that video?
I liked it that it showed a lot of families doing stuff that involves Jehovah.
Good.
One thing I noticed was they were all in a relaxed setting. It was not like busy city. They were at like the shore where they were talking about the Bible. And it was nice family time they were having.
Good observations, fellas. Now, 3 times in the chorus it said, we need to set time aside for the most important things. Then it mentioned 3 important things. What were they?
Prayer,
Study,
godly.
devotion.
That's it. Very good. Good things for all of us to remember, wouldn't you say? Well, now, my wife and I are in the same congregation with Logan and Aiden and their families, so I know what excellent meeting attenders they are. And what I really appreciate is that you participate in the meetings and you comment in your own words. That's very good and sets a nice example. Keep it up. Speaking of the meetings, how do you like the midweek meetings with all the videos that we see?
It gives a diversity. It's not always talks. It gives like a break in the meeting.
Yes.
The videos always are great, and they go with every talk that the videos are for.
And you know, sometimes we even show Caleb and Sophia videos from the Become Jehovah's Friends series. Now, I've got to ask you, do you have an idea for a new Caleb video?
I think I have one. Caleb is at school. He gets asked to go to a birthday party at someone's house. He goes home, shows his parents the card, and they discuss what he should do about it. And then he preaches at school. But before he does that, Sophia gives him a couple pointers on preaching at school and boldness.
Good. How about you, Aiden? Do you have an idea?
Yes, I think a good idea would be a new kid comes in Caleb's class and it was his birthday. And he passes out the treats, but Caleb says no thank you. And then he bullies him that he doesn't get fun, he doesn't get so much treats at school. And I think he should discuss it with the family, and maybe he could tell the bully why he doesn't celebrate birthdays.
Very nice. Well, I'm sure the teaching committee of the governing body will give some thought to your recommendations. We brought you to the studio because we want you to help me with a little experiment. And this is an experiment that some of our viewers have seen before, and you've probably seen it too because it's mentioned in volume 2 of the book, Questions Young People Ask, Answers That Work. And the idea is to help us appreciate how we can make time for the more important things. Now, let me explain what we have on the table. The 2 pails represent 1 week in a Christian's life. The large rocks represent the most important things that we need to accomplish during the week. And all these little pebbles represent the non-essential things of life: recreation, playing games, playing sports, going on the internet, working with social media, our hobbies, taking music lessons. They're all fun things to do, but really they're not essential. Now, our challenge is to try to get all the big rocks into the pail with the little pebbles. So as I hand you each rock, Logan, I want you to put it in the pail. Now, this first one represents the important things that your father might have to do. He works to support the family. Maybe your mother's a pioneer or has to work secularly. Or your mothers certainly have a lot of work to do around the home, caring for the family. And you boys go to school and have homework to do. Mm-hmm. So that's a big part of your time, isn't it? Now, this rock represents all the chores that everyone in the family has to do at home: cleaning, washing clothes, cooking, caring for the yard, the automobile, and so on. That takes a lot of time. This rock represents a third of your life: sleeping. Now, here are the most important things: our spiritual activities. For instance, when we read the Bible and meditate on what we read, do personal study and family worship. This one represents all the time it takes for us to prepare for, dress for, travel to and attend our congregation meetings midweek and on the weekend. And this represents the time we spend in the field service on the weekend. Now, I didn't tell you we can't go above the top of the pail. They don't fit, do they?
No.
Okay. And when that happens in a person's life, some brothers and sisters are tempted to decide, well, maybe I'll skip field service this week. Or maybe I'll stay home from the meetings. Or maybe I just won't get my Bible reading and studying and family worship done this week. But that's a big mistake, isn't it? These are the most important things of life, our spiritual activities. So is there some way that we can get all this into our week schedule? Here's what we're going to do now. We're going to put the rocks in the empty pail. So Logan, see if you can get them all in there. Very good. They all fit. Isn't that nice? We can get the more important things done. But you know, we also want a little time for recreation, don't we? So, Aiden, let's have you pour the little pebbles into that bucket and see how much of that you can get in there.
You can put one more.
Very good. Look how much you got in there. Now, you didn't get them all in, did you? But that's okay, because the Bible tells us we have to buy out the time for the more important things. So no, we can't spend all the time that we may want to on recreation. We want to get the more important things done. So what have we learned from this little demonstration? Why weren't we able to get the big rocks in the pail the first time? Aiden?
Because there was too much recreation.
That's right. Now, Logan, why were we able to get all the rocks in the second time?
Because we put in the non-essential things like watching TV, playing video games in second.
We put that in last, didn't we? Good. So that teaches us put the more important things first. And it all depends on what we fill our pail up with or our life with first. Thank you very much for your help. I appreciate that. And keep up your good work as Kingdom publishers. And I'll see you at the Kingdom Hall at the next meeting.